Hello, my beautiful Cancer Collective. Welcome to Knowing Woman Tarot. I'm Kendra B, and today we are doing your January reading for 2022. That's Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Rising, and Venus. I hope you guys had a really good new year. We are still in the energy of our new moon in Capricorn. So it is a great time for you to set your intentions when it comes to material things at this time and building foundations. We are currently in Venus retrograde period right now as well, in Capricorn. So again, we definitely have this theme of building new foundations, tearing down old, and just reassessing things to see if they still work for us. Okay, we are getting ready for a Mercury retrograde in the middle of the month. And we also have Jupiter in Pisces, which can be reigniting your imagination, your sense of play, your creativity, and you may also be getting some messages through the dream space at this time. So with that being said, I would like for you to sit tight and let's see what Spirit has to say for you guys in January 2022. Let's get some overall energy for Cancer. Our beautiful Cancer collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we have for the Cancer collective in January 22? January 22, let's get an overall message. I am using my Animal Messages deck right now. And I have 4 other decks over there. I'm just going to see where Spirit leads me. And that will let me know where I want to, you know, what I want to do. We'll just leave it up to Spirit and see what I grab. I'm sitting here on the side of my bed. Very professional, you know. But let me just say this. Ooh, we got 2 Animal Messages card on the boards. Right now we got the Chameleon. It says conceal ambition with patience until it is time to make your move. Right next to it we got the Sloth. Consider the smallness of your needs and treasure what you possess. So what is that energy saying to me? The chameleon is definitely about adaptation, vulnerability, protection, and kind of blending in. You know, you may be in a space right now, Cancer, where you're very protective of your home space. You're very protective of your family. You're very protective of your money right now. You may be in a business venture that you're not really talking about, or a relationship that you're not really talking about. And with the Sloth being next to this chameleon, I do feel like it's probably more about relationships and home matters than it is about work. Okay, so we're slowing down, we're in a grateful state of being, and we are, it's letting me know that you're not in a place of where you're trying to show off a lot. You might even be taking a break from social media and just kind of getting people out of your business and really just taking time to focus on what's important to you. It's like we don't need that to be a show. We don't need everybody to be involved. So that's a great energy to be in. I have picked up my World Spirit Tarot. Thank you to my beautiful sister-in-law, Aries Energy, that gifted these to me. I haven't worked with these a lot, so I may be reading from the book. I may not. We'll see what Spirit says intuitively. So let's go ahead and round out our overall message for Cancer 2022. What else do we want to say to Cancer? Oh, we got the 3 of Cups. Okay, so that is a very emotional, not only is it an emotional card, it's also a card of teamwork. It is a card of, it can be a card of third parties. But when I look at this card, I'm seeing more cooperation than I am third party energy as far as infidelity and things like that. It feels like there's something that you are working on. It could be in your own emotional space, or it could be with a partner. But you're definitely keeping it on the DL. Serving it up. I'm going to let you see the card too. So we have this, it looks like a main relationship here, right? These two are very kind of focused. He's very much focused on her and she is focused on something else. So it's kind of like a circle of affections. Let's get a clarifier for the Three of Cups. Clarifier for the Three of Cups. It's giving kind of a birthing energy, because we know that 3 comes after 2. 2 is basically when you are learning how to work it within your own energy, right? So we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So we start to work those 2 energies, and then out of those 2 energies coming together and becoming balanced, the 3 is birth. So we have something new that is presenting itself. Let's get a clarifier for the Three of Cups. Oh, there it is, the Two of Cups. Interesting. So it almost feels like it's in reverse of what I just said. So you're coming from this 3-party system and going down into a 2-party system, okay? So you may have been in a situation where you were in a relationship, there may have been a 3rd party, you could have had a 3rd party, and now you're bringing it back into, you know, a more committed situation with one person. Now, on a more spiritual level, when we're talking about our own journeys and our own spiritual work, this could mean that you had some distractions before, and now you are simplifying it and coming back down to that basic masculine, feminine principle, and you're learning to rely more on yourself. That is beautiful energy. Let's get one more card for overall energy. Cancer, January 22nd. I'm sorry, January 2022. I'm still getting used to saying that. Ooh, we got the Seeker of Swords. So now we're out of the cups and we are into the swords, which cups are going to be more about the emotional space and swords are going to be more about the mental space, communication, messages, thoughts. And it seems like, and if you look here, this guy is on this galloping horse. So he's definitely going forward towards something. He knows that his blades are sharp and that he is capable. And there is a cloud, even though it's not a cup, there is this cloud up here in the corner that is, you know, dropping some rain on these two. Okay, so this is what I'm getting from this. Some of you may have been in a situation where there were some distractions in your life or in your relationships, right? Now we're starting to simplify things and bring it back down to the lowest denominator, which is self, okay? Now that you've done that, you're realizing that you have a little bit more control over your thoughts, and this card seems like it's really focused. The mind is now focused in on this emotional space. You may be taking some stock of how your relationships have been in the past. What was your fault? What was somebody else's fault? What you can do to not control, because I don't get the feeling of control, but to really just take accountability for the things that you've experienced in relationships or in your emotional space. I'm going to pull an oracle just to get a nice crowning position for us. We got the take a step back. Yep. We got take a step back. We got expect miracles, and we have intuition and downloads. This is very supportive of this card. Okay? Sometimes you have to silence the mind in order to get intuitive messages. And at other times, you have to kind of purge negative thoughts and processes out of your mind so that you can expect something new to come in. And I feel like that's where you are, Cancer. You've taken a step back. You're expecting miracles. You get an intuitive downloads. I'm going to read one of these cards. Which one should I read? I'm going to read intuitive downloads. Hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickers of light, and having the sense that beings are visiting you in your sleep are all signs that you are receiving downloads from heaven. When you draw this card, your angels want you to know that the feelings you are having and the intuitive urges that you have been feeling are divinely inspired. If you feel that you've been having psychic insights into a particular situation and have been wondering if you can trust them, this card is reassuring you that they are indeed correct. This is a time when you are able to see, hear, and feel beyond the human senses. Your intuition is becoming stronger, and you are in touch with angels, guides, and other divine beings who are encouraging your growth and connection to the universe. You are a light worker. This means that you have the capacity to bring light to the earth through your presence and purpose. Even though you may feel sensitive and overwhelmed, know that your gifts are stronger now and your psychic muscles are moving. Yes, they are. Because guess what? Some of y'all just had a feeling something was going on in a relationship. You just had an intuitive feeling. And I feel like listening to this intuitive information is letting you know that it's time to move on to bigger and better things. If this is happening for you, please listen to your intuition. Please take heed of the messages that you are getting, because this card here, expect miracles, that's that thing where the universe takes something away from you in order to give you something better. Okay? Take a step back. All right, so let's talk about what is crossing you. I got so many decks over here, guys. I'm just grabbing them at random just to see what comes out, okay? Let's see. We're going to do our, not Liminal Spirits. This is Deviant Moon. All right, so what's crossing Cancer for 2022, January? Ooh, the Ace of Swords. More sword energy. So, Ace of Swords is definitely a new state of mind that wants to come in. It's messages. It's taking control of your mental space. It's not letting negative thoughts impede upon your mind. You know, at this point, I'm getting gaslighting. I feel like some of you are being gaslit by partners or even yourself. Like, being made to feel like what you are thinking and feeling and knowing is not true. That's a difficult place to be in. I want to read that in reverse. Let's see what it says. Ace of Swords in reverse. Abuse of power, tyranny, and destruction. Yeah, so it's like your mind could be, you think your mind's playing tricks on you, but according to all the cards that came out before, it is not. You are not going crazy, child. You know exactly what's going on. And don't let nobody else tell you otherwise. We got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. That's what it looks like here in reverse. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is basically knowing your powers, knowing your talents, using your talents for good. It's kind of like a remembering of everything that you possess that can be of help to other people. All right. It's a very spiritual energy. So you're basically using your material possessions, wealth, your body, your entire being to bring light and love to the world. Like, it's using your gifts to help heal the world and using it to just help others. Okay? But we have it in reverse, and it's in the subconscious sector. So I feel like, again, if someone is gaslighting you in a relationship, it may be something that was going on in your childhood where you were made to feel like the things that you thought and felt were not important, and that, oh, you're just too sensitive. Oh, you always want to see the negative side of things. Oh, no, don't trust that. No. Do what I tell you to do. I know you don't feel comfortable doing this, but just do what I tell you to do. Forget about all that intuition. Okay? So that may be something to delve into, Cancer. Think about the times when you were a child, when you knew something wasn't right, and people still ignored your feelings and told you something totally different. Like you looking at the sky blue and they're telling you it's pink. Alrighty. I was writing out some keywords for you guys before I started the reading, just to, see what comes up. And memory and memorabilia was on there. Also, grandmother was on there. I also got boarding school, and I got problematic. I don't know. I feel like there's some problematic things in your childhood. Like maybe you were the black sheep of the family. Um, you got in trouble a lot, and maybe your only friend was grandma, or maybe grandma was the one who was, perpetrating against you. I don't know, but I'm feeling like there's something trying to come up from your childhood to let you know that your intuition and your thoughts and feelings on things are valid in the month of January, and you really need to pay attention to them. All right, so let's talk about recent past for Cancer. Recent past. We got the High Priestess. That's that very, I get a very strong maternal figure. I get a very, what's the word? It seems like a very stern female figure. Very stern female figure that you have encountered or that you are embodying the energy of right now. Let's get, and then we got the Four of Wands, which is about stability of the home, which is about a loving relationship. This is about being in peace and harmony within the four walls of your home. Very prosperous card. So I feel like either there is someone in your immediate family telling you, it don't have to be immediate family, it's a very strong, stern female figure who is telling you something ain't right about this relationship. Something ain't right about this relationship. It just recently came to your attention. So what about the near future? We got the Hierophant. What is the Hierophant? It's about the things that it's basically the things that you lean on, and it's kind of like your religious beliefs, the things that govern your life, the things that so it could be a marriage. You could have been in a marriage and now he's, after you figured out that he was not being faithful, he now might be begging and trying to get you back, telling you he'll never do it again. He's only committed to you. Let's get some clarity for the Hierophant. Clarity for the Hierophants. Fives are definitely a challenge. That's the number I'm seeing on that little mister. And then we got the Knight of Wands. Very rash, very fast, very quick energy. So you may be feeling a little bit rushed to go back into this situation. We got the Ten of Wands. Hard work, carrying a burden. We got Justice. So I do feel like some of you guys are going to be heading away from this relationship, even if it is temporary, because you felt like it was too much of a burden. It was too much on you. I'm seeing somebody with dark circles under their eyes. They're tired. They're sleeping all the time. They don't feel like they are who they used to be. So it's like you're kind of stepping away from the relationship to kind of regain some balance and figure out who the hell you are now. You may have forgotten who you are in this relationship. And what is the attitude of Cancer? Oh, look at that. The Page of Cups. Pages are very young energy. You may not have a lot of, you know, what do you call it? Experience. It may not be a very experienced energy, but it's very loving, it's gentle, it's kind, it's helpful, and that energy will definitely be rewarded. I think you're coming back to a place of where you're saying, wait a minute, I'm not the bad guy. All I wanted to do was help this person. I wanted to help them in their healing. You may have been helping them in their business, and you were expecting to get a payoff from this. You were expecting to get love in return. Clarifier for the Page of Cups. Look at that. Coming on home. We got the Seven of Wands. I'm sorry, the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a celebratory energy. It's about being noticed for your works. It's about people coming around you and celebrating you. It's telling you you did a great job. You did all that you could do. You did all you could do, Cancer. This is wonderful energy because this is going to help you attract something a little more calm, a little more loving and gentle and kind. Let's talk about outside influences. Outside influences. We got the Queen of Cups. Lots of cups on the board for you guys. Queen of Cups is a maternal figure. Again, very loving, very kind, very nurturing and helpful. So I feel like you are being surrounded by either friends or loved ones right now. Could be grandma. You know, grandma could be a source of support for you right now, whether she's here in the great beyond. I do feel like there is some support from that maternal energy. Okay. Let's talk about hopes and fears. King of Cups. And they are here together. The couple is on the board. So external energies, we got the Queen of Cups. Hopes and fears, we got the King of Cups. I feel like you are in a position spiritually where you are being spiritually led in the direction of having a more loving partnership, someone who's equally yoked with you. Because baby doll, don't they look so beautiful together? They both got their cups. They keeping them full. They got an eye on them. And it's giving the energy of you filling your own cup so that you can meet someone else who has filled their cup. I feel like that's what's coming for you, Cancer. This love is your birthright. Let's talk about the outcome in this situation for Cancer. Page of Wands. So beautiful energy. Again, very young and inexperienced. But I think you are learning. I think you are learning to handle relationships in a more cautious way. Let me just put it like that. Because this Page of Wands, she is a risk taker. She might not know what she's doing, but she has the passion and she has the fire to keep going. It's icy, it's scary, it's dangerous, but she is going to keep going. This relationship does not define you, Cancer. Don't let this relationship harden your heart. Don't let this relationship stop you from pursuing love. Alrighty, let's get a guidance card for Cancer. Ooh, honesty and communication. Angelic protection. Strength and guidance. We're going to get one more from our Workulite Oracle. One more guidance for the beautiful Cancer energy. Ooh. All right, we got Awakening. And let me just get down and get this one. And we got the Great Gathering. So I'm going to read some snippets. All right, we got energetic upgrades. This is Awakening, by the way. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. You are going through a period of awakening. Things are changing within you and at many levels. You are starting to remember ancient truths and discovering more and more about who you are and why you incarnated. You may find that you're experiencing past life flashbacks, seeing the invisible thread that is woven through all of life, or even feeling Kundalini Shakti rise through your body from the base of your spine. The most important thing for this time is not to overthink it and to stay grounded. Share your experiences with like soul people while you consciously integrate them. Journal and pay attention to your dreams. You are remembering, and your soul gifts are emerging. During this time of transformation and awakening, you may be called to devote yourself to being of service. There are ideas, truths, concepts, books, and creations waiting to be birthed into this world. Stay open to receiving them. Pulling this card may be a sign that you are here to birth one of these creations into the world, or perhaps you are being called to make a shift in your life in order to be of service. Don't think too much about it. Instead, repeat the following Workulite Oracle. I surrender to my awakening. I allow the Shakti energy to rise from the base of my spine. I open myself up to the universe, using me in a way that delights my mind, body, and spirit. Beautiful. Now let's go to the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. You are being called to let your intuition move you physically. You are connected to a group of souls who are weaving a web around the planet. And as you travel and share your creations, something is rethreaded. This card is an acknowledgement that you are either being called to connect with others who are like you at a soul level, or that you already are. You are being called to gather groups of people either by leading them or becoming a part of a group that can support you and your soul's personal mission. You are part of a group of souls who agreed to be here at this time in history to heal yourself, your ancestral line, and the planet, to raise consciousness so that we can continue to call this magnificent place home for eras to come. One of many consciously choosing to devote your life to something greater than yourself. It's time to call in your tribe by sharing your soul's voice and letting yourself be seen. When you share what is real and true to you, you share the medicine that you most need. Those who are like you will gather all around you. And it's letting you know that this partnership that you may be coming out of, I feel like your intuitive energy was threatening to this person. Like, they really never let you get all the way down up into that intuition because it made them feel uncomfortable. So if you're not in a place where you can grow spiritually and you're the light worker that this reading is telling me that you are, you're going to have to get the hell away from this person. No hard feelings. I love you. I'll always love you. But my soul mission is more important. Okay? So that is your reading, Cancer. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you watching. If you like this reading, if it resonated with you in any way, please hit one of the buttons below, like, share, subscribe. You can also turn on the notifications so you can know when I post more videos like this. All right? So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.